got a 252 IQD. I hope that they. I mean, maybe it's too late now, and especially with the next season, there's going to be the next, highest version of the IQD. It does kind of suck that there's like a trinket to rule them all. Kind of like in Legion, there was the thing that dropped from the world boss. You know what I'm talking about. Someone say it, because you know what I'm talking about. It's that one trinket with all the stats, and people wanted that shit all the time. Which I guess isn't such a bad thing. It always makes that sort of thing feel relevant. Hey, thanks, Titan Fortune. 100-degree summer to -30 in the winter to the windy ass fall, but hey, no natural disasters. Yeah, here I'm okay. Like, people say, oh, California's earthquake country. I'm like, yeah, we get earthquakes, but not at the level of like, southeastern countries or, places further south. They got it bad. Or go to other places, you get tsunamis and typhoons, over in Asia. Here in the middle of the United States, you have hurricanes and tornadoes and shit. And so when D and I would look at, where might we want to live? And then all of a sudden that space gets smaller and smaller and smaller. We're like, I guess we'll stay here for now. Let's see, you guys have been getting tornadoes almost regularly. Ugh. The all four stat stick. Yes, Arcano Crystal. There we go. That was awesome. I never got a good one. I only would get it to be like, oh, I got the item, but it's not the best version of the item. It would be like Warforged or whatever at best. I'm like, man. So you got your second vault item this expansion finally, and it was a downgrade. Oh, so this is the second time you've actually done the vault. Okay. Really? That's interesting. So someone in a comment, because I've been talking more and more about like the casual play and doing stuff outside of the big three, they were like, so there are people who don't PvP or Mythic Plus or do dungeons. Are they even playing the game? Yes, they absolutely are. I think that's one of the. It's not the worst take to have, but it's definitely a comment that comes from a really limited viewpoint. There are people who don't do that stuff. There are people who will roll 70 alts, 50 plus characters, and will these are the to a certain extent, these are the people that want more than 50 character slots because that's the way they play the game. Oh, that's so weird. Even I say that. Oh, it's so weird. But hey, that's your game. And if you've got, and if anyone has feedback from their point of view, give it. I get tilted when I see people give feedback based on what the player base thinks, what everybody thinks. And yeah, because that's kind of cringy. And that's why I'm making this video that talks about best in slot for casuals, because that's a thing. It's something to actually kind of think about. It's not so extensive that it's going to be like, oh man, it's going to be like tons of this shit. And there are still gripes that I have about 9.2. I'm going to test some stuff and see like what works, what doesn't. There's something I didn't unlock the entire progenitor synthesis, whatever the fuck it's called. I still need to fully unlock that. I didn't realize that it doesn't just unlock when you get enough points in research. There's actually a quest line behind it, which I'm thankful for. I'm like, hey, cool. It unlocks, a quest line for me to do stuff. Probably the thing that I'm going to find out is whether or not some of these unlocks are account wide or not. I have a feeling they're not, and so I'm going to give some negative feedback. And then Mike from Preach Gaming and Asmongold are going to see that and be like, oh my God! And they're going to magnify it the way that they do. And I'm not going to take any blame for it. So, whatever. But it should be a fun day today. There should be more casual content and perhaps could be connected with revamped zones with multiple quest lines and zone progression. Player housing. Absolutely. Man, that cope, dude. Like, I seriously was like, earlier in like the weekly, I'm like, hey, maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll do player housing because they haven't talked about it at all. Which totally means that they're just saving it for like a big reveal. Man. What am I smoking? I wish I was on that all the time. Fuck. Yeah. Very much that air to win. Like, I'd get into a Final Fantasy thing, but I've been letting myself get caught up in that more often than I should, so I won't. But yeah, game, speaking very generally, games are just what we enjoy. And, sure, there are definitely some takes that conflict with how we might feel. Oh my God, you want that? L. But that doesn't, that's all it is, right? We're just giving our takes on whatever. What's my expectation of the next expansion feature-wise? What's my expectation? I can't even begin to really come up with like strong speculations outside of player housing. But feature-wise, actually, no, I take that back. Feature-wise, let the factions play together. That's like top of the list. Top of the list. So Eternia was asking feature-wise, what's my expectation? And I fully expect for them to dissolve for cross-faction stuff. I don't like using that word though. I keep wanting to say dissolving the divide. Because you know how like after George Floyd and all that, people kept saying defund the police and all that, and there were a number of people who were like, yeah, defund the police, we don't need them. And just as a little trivia thing here in the United States, smaller crimes have been on the uptick. Not because the police are being defunded, but those conversations are going then. Some people will say that, oh, there's anarchy, it's going nuts, blah, blah, blah. But, that's beside the point. The point is, some people have been saying defund the police, but I don't think that's the right message that's being given. It's one of those cases where we use a simple phrase to try to express how we feel, but it's not even sending the right message. The more level-headed folks are saying, hey, we should reallocate resources that instead of going into law enforcement, they go into crime prevention, such as rehabilitation, things for like community service, that sort of thing. But so it still addresses these problematic behavior, but not in such a way that it's only handled by cops. So for example, if someone is mentally unstable and they're just kind of wandering around the street, that's when you would want to call like a mental health sort of task force or something, and then they come out and they handle that situation in a certain way. If someone's robbing a bank, you don't call those people, you call the cops. So it's just more like reallocating those. So it's a more nuanced conversation. Going back to what we're really talking about, though, saying cross-faction or merge the factions, like a lot of what I see on social media, I think it sends the wrong message, because that or saying ending the faction war, because you get the pushback, you get the same kind of pushback. This is World of Warcraft, not World of Peacecraft. Although that in itself is its own flawed argument. I think what you want to try to do is not beat these people who are pushing back, but to find a way to change that messaging to get them to be like, oh, I think I get it. I think I get what you're really talking about. Okay, I'm with you there. People are saying, I'm cool with like playing partying up cross faction and stuff, but no, you're not going to end the faction war. There is a path to that, though. And that's why it's important to have these sorts of conversations. Although on social media, it's hard, because on social media, it's just like, no, just no. Warcraft, not Peacecraft, and blah, blah, blah. You get a lot of that same shit. So feature wish list. Well, that's my what wording did you use? My expectation of the next expansion feature. It's not a wish list. It is, but it's also what I fully expect based on Blizzard's messaging, based on the lawsuit and how things have been kind of, the direction that the developer sentiment has been moving towards. Excuse me. Is it possible we could have another expansion in alternate timeline general? We could have another expansion in Outland, for all we know. They just need to make a story and run with it. It'll feel weird because it's like, oh man, look at this 2007 environment. Wow, this is fantastic. Hi Adal, or Adal, or Adai, or however your name is spelled. Give us I don't know, Naru artifact power. They'll call it NAP. Okay, you guys get into like some private prisons and blah blah blah. My local police own 10 riot tanks. Damn. It's a lot of tanks. We want to divorce the player character from being tied into a faction. Champions are above the faction divide. Yeah, see, Draco knows what I'm talking about. If players were never tied to a faction from the very start of World of Warcraft, but there were still like Horde and Alliance conflicts and stuff, I don't think anyone would have noticed. No one would have cared. Okay, they would have cared, but it wouldn't have been to the point where it's like, we need to separate the players, man. In practice, Warcraft has mostly contained the faction conflict to quests and PvP. So, and by that I'm talking about quests that are unique to each faction, and PvP that puts, red versus blue. And that's it for the most part. There aren't any Horde or Alliance exclusive dungeons or raids. There is gear, but that's expression and representation, and I think that's fine too. Just like how races have their own particular look in their race and their mounts and heritage armor, except, well, okay, not all of them, because come on, Blaz. So because of that, why not get rid of the more contrived things that divide us, such as the divides in guilds and communities and parties and raids. The way I see it, Battlegrounds, while especially the epic ones, they do have a very heavy thematic theme of Horde versus Alliance. But outside of the epic Battlegrounds, they feel more like they feel more gamey, in my opinion. Twin Peaks, Warsong Gulch, Arathi Basin. Yeah, they just feel those are more games, more than anything. What's it called? Alterac Valley. That has a very clear Horde versus Alliance thing. Same thing with Isle of Conquest. Same thing with Ashran. But I believe in Burning Crusade Classic, because of the queues and all that stuff. I think they went ahead with not cross faction Battlegrounds, but something like that. I forget what it was exactly. But if they can abandon that, why can't today's game abandon that too? So, ooh, I'm a little sore too. Any other features expected besides cross-faction activities? Player housing. But as for like a big feature, I'm not sure. Because Blizzard is they're brave enough to try radical things. They're brave enough to fail at it. Very proudly. They will when they have an idea set, and this is because of the speed of development. When they have an idea set, they're like locked to it. They can't just be like, oh, Warfronts, okay, first one was okay, second one, so they eventually kind of like phased it, they sort of phased it out, I guess. But if something doesn't work, it takes a long time for them or anybody to just pivot. No game is that agile. If we can kill Sylvanas with leaders of both factions, why can't we just group with the opposite faction? I don't know. There's no answer. There's no answer to that. Because old hatreds run deep. Which is fine. What's his name? Greymane. Greymane versus Sylvanas. Let's pretend Sylvanas, let's pretend that Shadowlands isn't a thing right now, but Greymane versus Sylvanas, that runs deep, man. That ain't going nowhere. That will like the hatred between those two, it'll never end. However, your Worgen person and a regular Forsaken person, does that mean that they have to fight? Not necessarily, because we've had all sorts. WoW has, people say that the soul of Warcraft is on the line, that the game is based on Warcraft, which is the shittiest kind of argument to have, because it's like, if people who say that, it's one of those lines where it's like, someone who says something like that, they clearly haven't even played the game. And I agree. Because Warcraft has been about two things. One, about like almost caricature of hatreds from races, one to another. But it's also, almost on the same hand, it's also about coming together to fight that common enemy too. We see that, in Warcraft 1 and 2, you definitely saw like the very naked orcs versus human sort of conflict, good versus evil or whatever. Warcraft 3, that started to blur the lines. And then you saw like, oh man, all the races have come together to fight the big bad. That's awesome. Whoa. And that's how it ended. It ended with us winning because we all worked together. And that's been a prevailing theme throughout Warcraft. It's been a prevailing thing when you leave those capital cities and you see the real world out there, where you're not just protected by your faction banner. You've got pirates, and you've got different tribes, and you've got companies, and you've got way more stuff that I'm not even thinking about. You've got the Cenarian Circle, you've got the Earthen Ring. Those are faction neutral. You've got, you've got the, oh god, I forgot what the factions, what some of those faction names were in Burning Crusade. You got the Shattered Sun Offensive. You had more of the Earthen Ring and Cataclysm. You had, was there anything relevant in Pandaria? I don't think so. Not exactly. But just all of Pandaria was about like this whole melting pot of races. You had the Legion Order Halls. You had the guard. You had the champions of Legion Fall, and you had all sorts of shit. Tons of instances where where not exactly the factions work together, but the champions do. For the champions, it's a regular thing. For the governments and the factions, not so much. But even amongst individual leaders, they're cool with each other. They all speak common and understand what the others are saying. That's what education does, I suppose. And so why not? But yeah, other feature player housing. If they sacrificed everything and just did cross-faction player housing and just worked on kind of tweaking current features, current systems, and just make them work better, I'd be cool with that. So maybe I'll do a thought experiment on that in the video. You know, what if WoW just focused on one, you know, what if WoW didn't do an expansion? Or no, I'm sorry, let me take that back. What if WoW didn't do like an expansion feature? And instead, you know, you still had your new zone, your new plots, your 10.1, 2, and 3. But largely, it was just, you just had gear and professions, you know, revamped professions. And then just all sorts of different feature overhauls. Meh. Divorce the factions and champion abuse. Let's say I do want to dissolve the Horde and Alliance, but not entirely cut the conflict. More conflict to be race specific, while players can fully organize however they want. Somehow, like we haven't, because we've been playing through Shadowlands, we haven't seen a single moment where the Horde and Alliance would disband. I think that's what I think that would be the more accurate term to use, Stoic. I don't see them disbanding, especially post Legion, Burning Legion invasion, post N'Zoth. I think there are people who are more that want more to band together. But in terms of governments, I don't see like the Nightborn and the Night Elves becoming, you know, willing to like sit across the table and hug. But I could see, you know, like what you're saying, racial conflicts and things like that. That sounds cool. But boy, that would also be really unsettling for people who, for people like me, basically, who only typically play one character. See, I'm a weird one, I think. You know, I raid log. That's like kind of the limit to my group content. I'm really into developing my one character, but I don't really do alts. There's serfs to the master. I say that a lot, but that best illustrates how I treat the rest of the game. So an expansion like Legion, for me, it fell flat in a lot of ways because I did play through the classes for the sake of doing those storylines and the campaigns and stuff, but it also felt like kind of like, I'm only doing this just for that. And now I'm going to throw my character away just because I wanted to play that story. Same thing kind of goes for Battle for Azeroth. You know, you have two very big stories, from leveling content to the campaign, and I'd like to think that both are pretty good. But I still haven't played through all the Alliance stuff because, well, I'd be making a character just so I can play through that part of the story. And this is as a gaming thing, that's fine to have too. It's fine to have like that sort of replay value of, hey, you know, you want to experience the whole story, and do both of these things. So this is more of a nitpick than a full-on, I wish they wouldn't do that. But if they were to do race-based storylines, I don't remember how many races there are, but you would need to create effectively like a good enough questing campaign of sorts to feel good about the race that you chose. And also to kind of like tempt people to be like, well, you know, if I change to this other race, then I can see the story a little bit differently, which could be cool. but I question how what would be lost, or how watered down would it be if things have to be split. If essentially the same sort of story has to be split in that many directions. Hi, Cohen. Let's see. Boop. I do find it funny how much adoration you see for Mop today, but man, back when it was current, people were singing a different tune. Oh, absolutely. Because we're racist. Does it hurt? Something. Kung Fu Panda. How dare WoW go, how dare Blizzard travel forward in time, discover Kung Fu Panda, and then create a Panda expansion. Or a Pandaren character. For those who didn't quite get that, the concept of Chen Stormstout happened before the release of Kung Fu Panda. Still haven't watched it. I heard that it's not bad either. Anytime you're thinking about the faction divide, just ask yourself, what would Nathanos do? Which would effectively dissolve the faction divide, because you would just talk down to everyone in a magnificently smarmy way. He would. I like his character. I love his shitty attitude. He is a character that I like his character because it's so easy to hate him. It's there's no nuance. It's very slight. You know his motivations. My everything for the Dark Queen. That's it. And everyone else, the rabble, right? That sort of like nakedly obvious personality is something to appreciate when, in a story where you try to see all these different layers of characters and they don't quite come off as well as I think they do. Next war versus the Scarlet Crusade, Brotherhood, etc. against Horde and Alliance. I'd like to see something where the Scarlet Crusade has a really big beef with Turalyon. We won't accept him as our, as a leader of the Alliance or whatever, because he's a weirdo. He lived for 1,000 years and he never takes off that armor. Weirdo. I hope he changes his armor in some way. Anyway. Solution is simple. Player characters belong to one faction, champions of Azeroth, and can come and go as they please. People have tried to make examples of it by saying, well, why should an orc feel welcome in the Exodar? Right? To which my answer is, that's not just any orc. That dude fucked up Sargeras, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out the red carpet for this guy, but he's welcome to come to my city. What if something happens here? I'm gonna count on this guy to protect me, not you. You're like level 6. Little Draenei baby. Yeah, I'm gonna rely on Big Beaverton, orc dude over here, because he has a title on his head. What do you got? Training gear, man. You don't even have any borrowed power. Get the fuck out of here. So that's kind of, that's the take that I'd have for something like that. Now, if there was like an orcish army all clad in their war gear and they're marching towards the Exodar, that's a problem, right? But one dude, or even multiple dudes, who are renowned for their exploits and adventures, who are known to have teamed up with other folks, cool. I mean, maybe maybe you can see some roleplay thing where like citizens are like, who's that guy? Because one thing is for sure in like the Warcraft universe, like the rank and file people are super ignorant. They don't know shit. I'm sure a lot of them don't know how to read. You know? Yeah. So, anyway. I've often noticed how rich the World of Warcraft has been. Zones have been rich and often filled with good quests, but it's often felt like there haven't been enough content in the zones. They get quite repetitive. So, the WoW formula, as I see it, is when they craft their zones, they put a lot of care into that. They have their mob placement in a certain way. They have mob design try to fit the theme of the zone in a way that they sort of blend in, kind of. And mob behavior is cool too. They have packs of dudes that are running around or roaming around, or they huddle together across a fire and shit like that. So zones, just by looking at them, tell kind of a story on its own. When you're not just running through mobs, gathering them all together, throwing down your consecration, and just vaporizing everything. When it comes to the quest, though, then it's limited to what did the writing team do, and then what did the quest design team implement. And you see that not all quests are created equal. Some of them are very nakedly, to the point of parody. It's like, oh, I'm picking up poop. Great, wonderful. Some of the Bastion quests, like the main story quests for Bastion, I thought they were great. It tells this story of these people who only knew a certain way, and then boom, they became woke. I don't know. They learned from they deal with hardships because of their way of life, and they evolve from it. And I said this a number of times. I think that the Kyrian and the Bastion storyline got more love than the others. Some of the side quests in Bastion, though, it's shit. It's terrible. Ugh, cringe. I hated doing them when I did them, but I sucked it up and I did it. Not to say that things are good or bad, but they're just inconsistent with the care that they put into each of their quests. How about an expansion, Vilgan says? How about an expansion where the game explains how to play it? Like, how many sites do I need to visit to play this game? 0. I'll tell you that now. 0. You need no sites in order to enjoy this game. And here's why. Once upon a time, we didn't have Wowhead. We barely had Google. We didn't really have YouTube at the time. People were just dumb. And that's how you got some of the difficulty in vanilla WoW, because we just didn't know. We would ask people in trade. People in trade wouldn't know. Some people would, and they would spread their knowledge, and that would be great. That'd be fantastic. These days, I feel, and this is coming from me, someone who makes these little guides and previews and stuff, I feel that people have become way too dependent on these external sites and guides and things like that. One thing that I am thankful for is Wowhead's database. Man, without stuff like that, things would be a big pain in the ass in terms of like looking up items and things like that. But I feel like the community, the industry of WoW, add-on creators and site creators and stuff, I don't think they've gone too far. They'll go as far as they feel like they need to, but it has gone far. It feels ridiculous when, hey guys, a piece of gear dropped. I wonder if it's good. And then you just kind of like feel it. Okay, let me just put this on and I'll try it out and blah, 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 blah. These days it's like, okay, let me run it through the sims, or let me run it through the pre-run sims that I've done before coming into this raid. So so this is the gear that I want, and it did it drop? Oh, this is literal trash. Don't need that. Maybe I'm a boomer because of the way that I play. Maybe next expansion, or maybe next tier, I'll turn off boss mods and stuff. I don't use weak auras. I use a lot of visual quality of life stuff, move around bars and frames and stuff like that. I'd say the biggest assist that I have would be DVM, to give me timers and sound alerts and stuff like that. Maybe I should try turning that off and just kind of see what it's like. But yeah, I feel like people have chosen to become dependent on websites, and I really don't want it to feel like me insulting you, because there are folks out there who need that sort of thing. But I believe strongly that people have become less patient about, hey, I want to get into this game. Wow, I'm getting my ass beat. Let me learn from it. Whereas these days you hear a lot of, oh, I'm getting my ass beat. Nerf it. Nerf it, Blizz. It's too hard. Or, I got to look at the guide. The attitude has changed. When the going gets tough, for me, sometimes I give up because I'm like, it's too hard. I'll come back later. I don't have the skill for it. Others react differently. The going gets tough. Nerf it. I'll come back when they nerf it, because they always do that. Yada yada yada. So I'm reading chat kind of slow, huh? I can honestly say, with the exception of engineering, which is just fun as hell, I would not mourn if they got rid of professions altogether. Oh, I totally disagree with that one. I want them to do a profession revamp. I want them to sacrifice an expansion feature so they can go back and give professions that the love and care it deserves. Because professions are the original expansion feature. If you think about it, Burning Crusade, Wrath, Cataclysm, Panda, I must have missed something. Those were the expansion features of the time. There was some stuff, but there was like nothing else. You had that. You had another battleground. You had more arenas and stuff. They just expanded on what they already had. They didn't try something fangled and new. And sometimes it works out. Mythic Plus worked out fantastically. Warfronts, not so much. Islands, kind of okay. Torghast, sorry. If you think WoW is bad, about explaining how to play Star Trek, really is Star Trek online that unfriendly? I think I won up your failing to KSM thing. I'll get it this week without doing 4 keys on one major affix. Oh, that's hilarious. Screenshot your score and then link it somewhere. I would love it if they made the gathering professions secondary skills and then allowed 2 actual professions from. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while now. I was saying, hey, they should just make a basic gathering thing. Everyone should be able to gather on a basic level, but then you can still spec for, leatherworking, the other ones, not leatherworking, skinning, mining, herbalism, that sort of stuff. I'm definitely for that. I think I was inspired. I think I made a video calling for that based on my New World experience, because in order to fish and mine and chop shit, all you need is the tool, and then you can just do it. That's it. I think WoW can do that, or WoW can do its own variation of it. Give everyone basic gathering abilities, but if you're an actual gatherer, you get more, or you get resources that basic gatherers can't. That's it. Yep, I'm definitely behind on chat. I'm at the part where you're talking about Kung Fu Panda. Okay. That was like 2 hours ago. The Scarlets should have a beef with Terralion. He's not technically human anymore. Yep. I could see him using that to take over the Scarlets too. That could be a cool turnaround where Terralion kind of usurps the Scarlet Crusade on his own to be like, we need to purify this world. You know, because Terralion's old school. I mean, well, he's just old now, but he's old school. Like, you know, from the first war and all that. I could easily see him coming to the conclusion. It's like, you know what? You know, everything was fine until the orcs appeared. That's all the motivation that you need to get people riled up, man. That's it. There are a total of 404 possible race, class, gender combinations. Are you hinting that's what you want the character limit to be changed to? We had Thoughtbot. We did have Thoughtbot. However, Thoughtbot was just a database. It was just a database. These days, WoW had, WoW had also started off as a database, but then it became a blog. And it's not their fault. It's just the evolution of the internet, and that is how you survive. By becoming a blog with, you know, questionably clickbaity article headlines. There we go, headlines. But that's just how that goes. I went all the way to BFA without using a single add-on and didn't really discover Wowhead until a Legion. Well, coming from nowhere, I need to ask, I didn't watch it yet. So there's one episode out right now, right? But I haven't watched it yet. Society in general is more about convenience. I can agree with that. I'd like to see Blizzard not allow any add-ons and watch all the people cry that the game is too hard. Yeah, I would love to see. It's not going to happen, and I'll tell you why in a second, but I would love to see like a season of Mastery. You know, a vanilla season of Mastery, 1 full year with no add-ons. And see how people treat that. I have a feeling that somehow the community would find a way around it, you know, and get, you know, even if things don't directly communicate with the client, they'll find some sort of way to do it. But the reason why WoW won't just disable all add-ons, period, is because that would be a big fuck up for the entire industry of WoW. That would kill. This sounds hyperbolic, but it would kill jobs. It would kill jobs and livelihoods if Blizzard were to say, yep, no more add-ons. Sorry, add-on creators. Your money is toast. That would cause like a massive uproar. And so I don't see that happening at all. Let's see. I wouldn't be happy if they got rid of professions. That's one of the things I enjoy most in the game is gathering the credit. Yeah, I'm with that. To me, professions are part of what makes an MMO an MMO. It's not just the act of going out into the world and gathering stuff. It's also the friction of, you know, that sort of commerce. For me, it's frustrating, but it reminds me that I'm not alone. If I'm like going to a mining node and then some jackass gets it before I do, and then I miss out, sucks. But I probably have done the same numerous times to other people without even knowing it. I think that's a big part of the enjoyment is to have your efforts be expressed by behavior, by observing behaviors of other people. And by that I mean putting something on the auction house at a price that you set and then seeing it sell. That feels good. It's like killing a mob almost. Star Trek Online doesn't tell you anything on how to gear, a lot skills, and how mechanics work. Okay, that's a bit extreme. That's a little bit extreme. While MMOs, they try to have a tactile sort of learning experience. You know, you start off with only one button. It tells you to at least select a target, hit the button, and then a thing happens. So it tries to guide you as if it's your very first online MMO experience. I'm currently paying for my sub with crafting. Me too. Me too. My accounts run off of glyphs. So in professions, maybe you can choose three or four, but then specialize in one and get exclusive and powerful recipes for it. 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I don't know how much is too much. I don't want to learn everything on a single character. Yeah. OMG, Blizzard is so alt-friendly because now I have to learn every profession on each of my 50 characters. Grr. I don't think it's a real argument, but it's just came to mind. Let's see. You got to 80 renown finally. Yay, Rye! Woohoo! Isn't that quest chain in Badlands with the 3 dwarves? Yes. Besides, with add-ons, they get ideas for features that they can implement. Yeah, that's a good point too. We could, we have no choice but to say, thanks to this add-on, Blizzard implemented this. As much as I'd like to give Blizzard more credit, can't. We can't exactly go back and say anything otherwise. Node fighting isn't a thing anymore. I thought it is. If you have because you could still have a multi-box druid person or whatever, tab and click and tab and click and tab and click and otherwise kill a node real fast. That said, I see it way less, thanks to Blizzard pretty much killing off multi-box software and hardware. So, yay. Yay to that. Squats. Oh, we haven't done squats in forever. Yeah, let's do some. Ugh. I haven't been talking about this, but I have some minor health problems. They're minor. So I haven't been doing as much exercising as I have been, or as I should. I'm sure when I see my doctor, he's going to be like, he's Korean, so he gives me really mean looks, even though he's not being mean. He's did I just say something racist? Yeah, he'll give me a lot of shit for not exercising. Oh well. Okay, cool. So I've been trying to do more squats again. Anyway. Let's see, tutorial. And now you're a Kyrian shaman. Is Kyrian the way to go now for shaman? Or you just cuz? Your shaman has all 4 covenants max, so I can fill whatever we need for our mythic plus. Black lung. Jesus. I'm only planning on maxing Kyrian in case it stays, best install it for mythic plus and then 0.2. We have a hunter that is all 4 max. You can do 5k deeps and 5k heals and mythic plus. Damn. Kyrian Wrestle Shaman shreds and mythic plus. Neat. I don't know these things. I don't know many things, except for the fact that I'm caught up with chat. Yeah, baby. I saw one hit 8k. Damn, that's nuts. Let's see. Is there any is there any news to pay attention to? Nope. Damn, I'm winded. Man, I definitely need to work out some more. Let's see. You should set the Role Alliance character as a community goal. Oh no, then you'll do that hella fast. But then you'll hit the goal. Mike has this funny thing where you can spend points for a VTuber mask that lasts for 30 seconds. Might have something like that. That's something possible. I would need to figure out a way to implement that. Like, but that would be fun, actually. If I could pull that off. Our group's main healer just moves his Shaman to Kyrian and he's popping 5/5 in 15s. Nice. If it's a yeah, I think the deal would be like to I think Fellplague was helping me out with that. He was showing me like this sort of 3D thing that you can do, but I would need to find a way to implement it in OBS where it's like someone puts in the points and then the mask appears, right? And plus a timer for 30 seconds, let's say. And then if people pump in more points, then it stays up, something like that. I'd need to figure out how that works. Yeah, that could be fun. I think we're good, right? I'm kind of awake now. Is there any council threads? No. Something raid test announcements. And that's it. Okay. One of his dudes made the stuff. Yeah, maybe I can message him about that. And look into it. Yeah, that could be fun. I know I know my priorities are so I put so little effort into making the stream have cool quality things. I want a point purchase where you have to talk Bob voice for I do have a number of things that I thought of setting up, and I went as far as kind of prepping some of these things, but I never went through with it. Where is this thing? Viewer rewards, channel points. Yeah, so there are things that I have here that I haven't implemented yet. There's one for Cheer for the Horde, where I just scream, for the Horde! And I also have one that says, for the Alliance! And the Horde one will cost, for example, 300 channel points, but the Alliance one costs 30,000. 30,000 points. There's one where... Here, I'll just show you guys. So, yeah, for the Horde... Oh, no, it was 3,000. Okay, not 30,000. Okay, so for the Horde was 300 points. For the Alliance was 3,000 points. Repeat after me, that was an idea where you put in the points and then you just type anything. It has to be within terms of service, right? But I would do a dramatic reading of something. But then there would be have Bob repeat after me, or I would do the same thing, but instead it would just be Bob. The thing is, though, I could easily refuse these. You're not gonna catch me saying TOS stuff. It's just meant to be silly. So that's why I never bothered implementing it, because I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work out. But the other thing is, I haven't found an effective sound filter that lets me in real time create a Bob voice, because there's certain filters that I have to implement, that I have to run, and it just doesn't work. There was the music thing. I think you guys might have remembered that. Yeah, I turned off extra credits. Here's one where I take a drink of something. And one of the reasons why I don't have the cheer ones or the drink thing is because I'm here at my in-laws' place, and I don't want to behave like that here. And then, of course, there's the Alliance character, which you guys will get someday. There was one for the Alliance that was pretty cool. For the Alliance, 2,000 points. I mean, yeah, it was supposed to be 30,000 actually, and 30,000 in 4 years. But yeah, I know that I don't put like nearly enough effort into like the stream thing, and that is why I will never be partner. There's a saying: if you need alcohol to feel fun, you're doing something wrong with your life. I agree, but alcohol is fun. It can be fun. All right. So I think I said I was going to play some games. There are things that I want to like unlock and check out. I had to craft a lot of gear, which is not hard because I can get all the resources that I want here on the PTR. Hooray. But I was doing a lot of goofing around with stuff. So yeah, my inventory is really bad now. Yeah, because I have like 5 helmets and or six of like almost everything, which is like great. But here's something that's cool. Check this. So this is one of the crafted pieces of gear. Slain enemies increases your highest secondary by 46 for a brief amount of time, and it stacks up to 10 times. I need bank tab bags. When did I start playing? Yeah, right. So here's the cool thing about this crafted gear. It stacks right now. It all stacks, and it works anywhere. I can go into an old raid and just pop this stuff, and this stuff will. Okay, this actually doesn't stack up to 10 times. It only stacks up to 5 times. Can I kill these things easily? Give me like a critter. It works on critters too. Boop. So like there, I killed a critter. Critical strike increased by 372 for 20 seconds. Actually, it's not crit. That's a tooltip error. It actually increases your highest secondary, so it increased my haste. So now I'm at 41% haste. You know, with that proc, and now it's 50. And it actually is increasing my haste, which feels nice. 57%. Give me another critter. How about you? You're not exactly a critter, but almost. So I wonder, are they going to keep this? Is this going to make it live? I'm thinking, no way. There's like no chance. Like, you really gonna give me 70% of my secondary? I hope so. Because it doesn't translate very well because I'm on a plate wearing class, or I'm on a tank. But if I'm on a caster, oh, this would feel stupid. This would feel stupid. Oh, it fell off, darn. But yeah, even just having one stack of this. Oh, I can't even right click it off. Interesting. Yeah, so I have, from 41 to what, like 31? Okay. So I crafted everything that I could with with this stat, but I'm missing some stuff too. So this could actually get higher. So I don't have a crafted neck, I don't have a crafted cloak, or crafted rings. But I would be able to put it on those as well. So that's going to give me another 174 secondary. So that would be a little over 400 something secondaries per stack. So that 70% can probably go up to like 75. Something like that. Oh, that'd be dope. I totally think that that's not going to happen though, because this works anywhere. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so even though like this gear kind of sucks, it's only like 233 gear. Would it feasibly be better if I had that much of a secondary stat that it overcome like everything else? Probably not. My side, well, speed isn't considered a secondary stat; it's a tertiary, sadly. But yeah, a lot of these other ones aren't nearly as fun, unfortunately. I'd say the streak set is like the best one. There's this one. There's this shock set. I think this is okay. Being struck by an enemy builds sparks of power at 5 stacks. The next attacker is shocked for 450 some damage, which is, you know, okay. It's not great, but for like if I'm doing outdoor stuff, it's some pretty easy damage. And I'll just sit here. These stacks, they don't have they build up with no cooldown, so I can just kind of sit here. It does appear on the secondary slot if it's on your gear. Wait, are we talking about the same things? Because when we're talking about secondary stats, we're only talking about crit haste versus mastery. Abilities like these that increase your highest secondary stats, they don't, as far as I know, they don't increase your tertiaries. Yeah. Because I don't think there's any scenario where you could have more of a tertiary stat than a secondary. I think. Maybe. But yeah, this kind of gear like isn't as good unless I'm fighting like a bunch of dudes at once. Then it feels like block, dodge, speed, parry are tertiary. I'm not sure what block, dodge, and parry count as. I don't know if those count as tertiaries either. I think those are like an entirely separate thing. Speed is a tertiary. Speed's a tertiary. Indestructible is a tertiary. Avoidance is a tertiary. Leech is also a tertiary. I think that's all of them. Block, dodge, and parry are a result of other sets. There are very rare instances where gear will provide blocks. So, for example, this shield. Wait, I have to use it. Damn it, I need to use it on something. Boom. So this special shield increases my block by 114. Go me. But this is kind of particular. So this particular shield doesn't even have secondaries at all. It just gives this extra block, but it has all like some special effects to it too. It's special in its own loving way. Okay, so I think did I want to use this set? Yeah, I think for fighting elites, having this sort of set would be the best thing to have, because I'm gonna have like dudes wailing on me all day. But oh, come on. I just want to click the things, right? But yeah, it is kind of cool that unlocking this mount quest thing, it's actually kind of hard. There are these certain quests to complete, and all of them involve like this elite area. So the mobs here they can be a little tough. So let's see how well this Thorns kind of armor set works. Because at least I'm still using my legendary. That'll help a little bit. So yeah, where is it? Sparks of Power is where this thing is at. Some of these guys are casters, so maybe it's not doing as much. Ashen Hollow just kind of, overperforms anyway. A special shield for a special little paladin. I know, it's all for me and warriors. All right. It's actually kind of a cool shield because it lets you do. It does a lot of healing. 22k healing on a minute 30 cooldown. And it works on you too, as far as I know. So how does this look now? So Sparks, yeah, still 4th on damage. So it's not bad. It's doing more than melee damage. I'm partial to swords and boards because as a young kid I used to play with a plastic wiffle ball bat as a sword and my circular sled and as a shield, and I pretend I was a paladin. Wow, that's intense. I had no idea what a paladin was until I was like until I was well older. The big perk of Ashen. Oh wait, what? I need the codex. But I had the codex. Do I need multiple codices? Codices? Oh, that's so annoying. Really? What sort of injustice is this? Okay, what about this? No, that doesn't do it. Magically proficient invaders pilfer some codices. Go. Okay, great. So I gotta kill a bunch of these guys. Arrangement terminal, terminals attuned. Okay, so I guess these casters drop the thing, even though it doesn't show it. You might drop it too. Damn. Damn. You're introduced to D&D at a young age. Oh. I was never introduced to Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. You know? Alright, come here. No? You're not gonna come here? You're a jerk. You don't even move. What a buggy ass mob. You can find this area right away. No anti-aircraft defenses. Well, I had to unlock flying first. But most of your time here isn't even really spent. When I did go through here, it was during a quest. It was during a campaign quest, so it felt very different. And I didn't need to fly at the time. But like these mobs were like populated by totally different stuff anyway. Yeah, I haven't found really any reason to fly. Come on, loot something. Ooh, this quest is gonna suck. And I'm in combat. Oh wait, it's because I hit this guy. Sheesh. This bitch. This dude. This mob doesn't move at all. I consider that a bug. Bastard. Oppressor. Yeah, this guy has a highlight on it, so I'm guessing that this guy does drop the thing that I want. Ugh, annoying. Maybe I'll try a different gear set. Or I'll put on my tier with the higher item level. Or I can go back to town and buy all the gladiator gear. And I'll increase my item level by like 20. That would probably be a good idea too. It's pretty cool. Like you can even buy 272 gladiator gear on the PTR, which is nice, especially because you can play with like transmog options. The bug is bugged. Yes. Okay, so there is a codex then. Okay, cool. What can I get rid of? Not anvil, not that. That can go. Alright. Let's try different sets. The heal set kind of sucks. The stat set kind of sucks. There is a not a set, but there is a gear set that gives you more run speed. It doesn't stack though, but 10% is really good. 10% on a single piece of crafted gear, I think is pretty sweet. This healing set, it gives you a healing proc, but it sucks a lot. It gives you avoidance. Like I have an avoidance of 480 now. Well, go me. You know what? Let's try something. Let me try to... I don't need these things. This is for crafting stuff. If I take off this much haste, let's experiment. Can I make... Okay, so my avoidance is my highest tertiary stat. So what if I kill a thing now? What will be the stat that I gain, right? I'll just kill like this guy since I need to anyway. Oh, no, actually I'll kill you. You're weaker. All right, so let's see. My tertiaries are officially higher than my secondaries. So let's see what happens. Oh, wait, nothing. Duh, because I'm using this fucking gear, you dumb bitch. Okay, let me let me switch one piece of gear. All right, Josan, I'll see you, dude. All right. Actually, let's click. Oh, what? I stunned him, and then it stunned me. What a jerk. But yeah, part of the success in this zone early on, be Venthyr. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see a shitload of people playing as Venthyr at the start of this patch, for the sake of bypassing jumping puzzles and things to climb and all that. You know, it becomes harder to complain about that. Wow, this would be so much easier if I had flying, Blizz. But then you could be like, well, you could just use Door of Shadows. Well, that's stupid. I'll tell you. All right, just keep moving them goalposts. Okay, so I'll switch out one piece of gear for this one. So is it still higher? So 425, 418. All right. Give me a caster. Give me a real mob to kill. Not that shit. There we go. You know what? Let's do all these guys. I need these. Oh wait, they don't move because they suck. Fuck. Come on, move please. Oh, that guy moved. Oh, okay, so they can move. As long as you line of sight them at least. Sheesh. Okay, so high secondary stats. Nope. I don't know what it raised, actually. Oh, it raised my crit. Okay. That's not bad. That's not the worst. Yeah, I didn't, when I made this gear, I didn't use missives. So I think for most classes, the most valuable thing to do with this set would be crit. That way you can kill a little bit faster, get more shit out of it. That'd be kind of cool. All right, Peter, I'll take care, dude. PTRs are nice. Every time I consider resupping, I can go to the PTR and feel why I shouldn't. That's a very awkward flex. I come onto the PTR to find out why I should not be playing the World of Warcraft. Maybe that's not how you're trying to come off, but it sounds kind of weird. I'm still in combat. Oh, because I looked at this guy, right? No, I totally. I don't live on the PTR, but I definitely put a lot of time into it. I like finding out new things and sharing my findings with people. Like, hey dudes, check it out. My favorite thing was the transmog stuff. So far. Oh yeah, I forgot my puppy. Let's go. I'll switch him to melee. Yeah, because this guy does, you know, not insignificant deeps. He's helpful. I appreciate you, buddy. Wait, where are you? There you are. Yeah, I want him to pull out his cute little sword. Alright, so do that, and... Yeah, it's like Chucky, dude. It's like, I got a weapon. You're all fucked now. Alright, okay, 3. I think I just need 1 more. Do I need a thing? I still need a thing. Great. Otherwise, though, I can't stand Ashen Hollow sometimes. For outdoor content, ugh, it feels like a drag. Feels like a drag. I much prefer Fan of Shields over that. It's just fun. So as a reminder, this is a quest line in order for me to unlock the ability to make mounts. I'm sure some people will have misgivings about this. It's like, hey dude, I thought this was supposed to be like solo friendly content. Why am I doing all this hard shit? I'd say like having a beefier Poke pet person would help you manage this area if you're just soloing. We like hard shit. I don't know how, depending on who you're talking to, but we love hard solo content. That's why we love the Mage Tower. We need hard stuff all the time. Oh no, but not that. Not that. Not like that. No. Okay, anyway, turn in something. Defend Coda and restore the protoform response repository. Let's do this. Go. Run. I should have at least kept the damn 272 weapon. You genius, you. Stay close. Fine. Yeah, no kidding, Pika. I hope we have a lot of guildmates show up tonight. That way, you and Grid and whoever who wants to show that they can show up. Did I look at it? Did I look at what? Are you still talking about the anime? Oh wait, I thought you were I thought you had your weapon out at this. What's this? The thing that I'm playing right now? Oh, I didn't even see Gordito drop by. Let the videos keep him up. That's the plan. Heroic. But I want to do a guild run. Because I didn't get the guild achievement the first time we killed it. And it upset me more than I let on. I have a friend to bring along if we don't end up going for the Sylvanas kill. Okay. Yeah, if we have the people, we'll go for it. If we don't have the people, then maybe we'll do Blood Gang or something. Main's gonna be there. Oh, okay, so it takes over Mike's face. That's cool. Yeah, that's neat. All right, close that. Back to killing. This would be like that, but Bob. Yeah, I'll need to figure out a way to do it. Like maybe I can do something simple, like like for here, I'll just have them pop in, and then it could be as simple as that. Or I can go like full, like VTuber sort of status. All right. Just the mask would be cool enough. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to make it work. I only started using Stream Elements like a couple weeks ago, and I haven't really explored it. I mean, come on, last week I was like hella messing around with just trying to make it sound right. Bob mask with a moving mouth. Okay, now. Okay, that took it like several degrees up in difficulty, dude. Yeah, I'd have to make a mouth. One mouth? I mean, I'm not gonna make it like some sort of like GIF where it's just like map, map, map. That's shitty. You can't just do that. 1 degree, that's a big degree, dude. Do you realize how lazy I am? Just cut out the mouth and shove it onto another layer. Yeah, easy. All I gotta do is I don't even know how to start that. So yeah, I've eaten too much and I cannot get up. My first nacho in 8 months. Ooh, nachos. I haven't had those in longer than 8 months. That sounds hella delicious. All right, restoration matrix active. Oh hell, get off me, dude. Click. Wow. Did I do it? Did I win? Oh. So nothing yet? Damn it. Alright, Monarch, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's go back to town. All the way over there. Yeah, so by the time you are able to unlock this thing, you're pretty close to unlocking flying, actually. The way I see it. Yeah, based on the current timeline. And oh, man, I want to put out this video where I talk about best in slot stuff, but I think I should wait until I'd have to wait until Thursday if I want to be more responsible about it. That's a weird way to say it. Like I went the wrong way. Because I have a feeling that things are going to change or things are going to be added. I guess I can't put this out tomorrow. Responsible, yeah, exactly. Being safe Yeah, fix it in post. No, I won't be able to fix it in post because it'll be out. Putting out a correction, those are so ineffective. No one does that. We don't correct, we just make another video. Yeah, going YOLO is how you get Asmongold's and Mike's attention. That's the way to do it. Just that on a discussion. You know, the thing is, we always do because it's, you know, it's PTR, but no one listens. Nobody listens to that. We're here to react, baby. All right, come on, do your RP thing. It does add more content, so. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. It'll go out tomorrow. I have most of it written out. Because it's kind of cool. Like, you think about it, like here's the paper doll with no rings on it. That's fucking cool. Let's fix that real quick. There's just a lot of different gear to put on. So there's two of these slots are going to be taken up by legendaries, presumably 2 of them, and then 4 of these slots are going to be taken up by tier pieces, so you can get that 4-set bonus. And I'm assuming that the 4-set bonus is going to be awesome for everybody, no matter what, with regards to with regards to just outdoor content. The rest of the gear will probably want to be filled up with crafted gear. One of those pieces is going to be a high-end 262 piece, because of the crafter's mark of the first ones. You'd be able to make one piece that's like especially strong. Although that I would recommend to put into the jewelry slots, either the neck or the ring. It just really depends on which slot you feel like replacing, or maybe you have a legendary that you want to put into the next slot. The ring is probably the better slot. They haven't said anything about double. No, not yet. People are tripping about that though, man. OMG, guys, have you not seen double legendaries? I don't think they're going to do it until 925. And for all we know, maybe they'll push it back. But in the meantime, though, people are reacting like it's the fucking end of the world. Well, it's important for mythic progression. Bullshit. It's important for mythic progression for people who aren't world first raiders. The people who are on the race to world first, yes, they're going to need that stuff because they're not as good. Sorry, good players, but you're not the best of the best. It's just like how, what's it called? Limit and Echo, they didn't need full mythic gear to bring down mythic, what's her face? They're not going to need it here. No, I care about it too, but I just don't think that, I seriously doubt that this is going to be balanced around the race to world first. It wouldn't surprise me if double legendaries and crafting tier won't turn on until like a month after. That wouldn't surprise me the slightest. And I know that'll tilt people, but that feels like the best way to go. At the same time, though, it doesn't feel like it would be that high impact either. If they just say, oh yeah, you can now craft this thing after 2 weeks or so, okay, cool. And then if everyone has it, pretty much, then okay, cool. And then everyone has it. And that's not like a big deal. Because when it comes to just making the legendary, people can just already have it. Ta-da! I got my legendary. We're good to go. Yay! I think I would just like to know how it works more than anything, so that way other people can start planning around it. There are some people who are not made of money. and they need some time if they are going to if they want to disenchant and recraft a new legendary piece or whatever, you know, they can take the time to do it. But in term, yeah, somehow I doubt that double legendaries and crafting tier will be a thing until after the race is over. So I think a legendary item should be super rare to get, but if you manage to get more than one, then you should be able to use them. I think that legendaries don't mean anything anymore. That's not a bad thing either. I think that the whole idea of legendary, it just lost its meaning. It's just orange gear. That's it. You could have one or two pieces of orange gear. There's a bunch of, bunch of epic gear and yada yada yada. A lot of the most expensive gear that you find is green and blue because it's transmog. But that's me. That's me. Okay, so I did a thing. Now what? That's it. So many relics, so many secrets. I don't think I unlocked anything else, did I? Hey. Where's my crafty thing, man? Actually, let me go to where the pet thing is. Because it's kind of weird if it's in separate places. So here is the Synthesis Forge, and I can make... Okay, still just pets. What about the other shit? Yeah, I have a feeling that they're either more prerequisites or fuck. Do all the quests. Yeah, because the most important thing I want to check out is, can I access these things on alts? Since I've done these quest lines, are the quest lines like triggers? Yeah, so he's dead. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, supposedly this is where you make the stuff. So I guess there are quests that I need to do. Fuck. Fuck. Well, I'm doing quests then. Oh, okay, I finished research. Go me. But that's not what I want. I want to make the mounts. What's up, Sick? How are you doing? Okay, now the heater's on. Cool. Alright, so what am I doing now? Getting started on the dailies and the weeklies. PTR is good so far. I just want to try to complete some questing stuff because I want to try to unlock more things. Okay, that didn't go anywhere. Cool. Oh man, I hope I didn't break quest lines and shit. I'll be very sad. And I think the smoke alarm is low on battery because I hear a beep. Alright, so mysterious greenery. Hello. Okay, these are... I think these are new quests. I don't think I've done these before. Yoo-hoo. Come on, big pull, baby. No? No big pull? I want a big pull. Congrats on unlocking flying. Ah, it's alright. Outside of the convenience, I don't feel like I've done anything. You heard it, you thought, yeah? Ooh, all three emissaries are in Arnfield. Nice. Alright, cool. That's definitely a day to, today is definitely a day to do outdoor content then. Nice. Is it the kind where you should be a Night Fae to do it? Okay, I need Ultima materials. Kill dudes, get these. Is this a thing I can go into? Special? Special? Nope. Blooming Foundry. There's like all these nooks and crannies in this zone that don't do anything. Like, I feel like I haven't explored, you know, even though I've done most of the questing here, it feels like there's a shitload of stuff that I'm missing or haven't done, which is kind of cool, actually. Ooh! Really? It killed me? Oh no! Oh, I laid down my Ashen Hollow too. That makes me sad. Oh well. And I can't. Oh, I should. Where's that bug? I'd like to fly as a ghost. I can't fly as a ghost, and I've unlocked flying. I think flying as a ghost should be a thing. Boop. Alright. Training in call. Okay, so cool. Easy. Easy. Yeah, I've been lazy. I've been doing most of my challenges as Venthyr. Because I think I'm pretty close to unlocking the last level of the Ember Court, which is funny because I haven't even done any Ember Court stuff on live servers. Not one. But I'm gonna max it. I told myself I'm gonna max it out before I do any of that shit. Fuck that. So we'll see what it's like. At you know, when I not boosted it, but leveled it to max before even starting to play it. Maybe it's advantageous. Probably isn't. Alright, let's try this again. Where's my buddy? Man, I got vaporized. I mean, I know that I'm geared down a little bit, but not that much. I think there's a debuff. Puncture. No, not puncture. Oh, I think earthquake just hurts. Okay. Yeah, and that's the whole point. I'm there for the cosmetics. The cosmetics and the armor sets, and you get armor sets from Ember Court, right? Because that's what I'm mostly there for, the armor sets. The pets and mounts and whatever, like those are cool extras. I ain't mad about that. There's a whole set. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think all of them have their own Yeah, I think all of the big Covenant activities, they have their own recolor, like the dark purple Kyrian sets. That's what you get from the Path of Ascension. Easily the best of the sets, I should add. Okay, it's not the best, but it's a good set, man. 3 more. Yeah, I should have made crit my higher stat for this one. The Venthyr one is a dark green. The thing I'm most proud of is I'm almost done with all the Korthia, you know, the Korthia transmog, like those kind of chill looking casual sets. Almost done with that one. Oh, what's this? Carrying an overwhelmingly powerful orb of energy. Sweet. What does it do? What does it do? Here, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go to that door and see if I can just crash into it or something. Let's do it. And boom! Nope, that didn't work. Okay, that's nice try. Nice try. Is that a thing? Nope. Okay, I just want to click this thing. Cool. What does the Maldraxxus set look like? I forget which color it is. I'm missing only 3 pieces. The Maldraxxus one, it's a... Oh, you're talking about the Korthia one. Big shoulders. Big shoulders. It's with a robe. It's very awkward. But my main takeaway from each of these sets is like the pants. Like they have very plain sets of pants and boots on some of these, and I love them. Love them. This expansion has really turned me into a collector transmog junkie. I haven't done the math, I haven't done the research, but I have a feeling that in terms of like cosmetics and collections, Shadowlands is you know, just straight quantity more than anything. It feels massive, absolutely massive. Part of that massiveness is, man, this is a lot of anima that I'm farming. But given what it is, I don't, doesn't seem like it's such a big deal. Let me try to show you though. I don't know if this character has a lot of them unlocked. Here we go. Looks like this. Yeah, so this guy has most of them. Ooh, and green. Ooh, and black-ish. Lots of bones. Lots of bones. All right. Speak to somebody. Wherever they are. Oh, yeah, here he comes. Slowly. You're on your 3rd covenant? Yeah, I'm pretty close. Like I finished like you can't see it here, but I finished Maldraxxus. I finished Kyrian, of course. I have a couple more pieces of Night Fae and Venthyr. Crazy that Venthyr had 2 sets though. But I really dig the set. Like I wish I could take out the medallion. But yeah, I go without the belt and it looks sweet. I dig the set. Okay. Alright, we can dive into the water. Let me in. Oh, Glimmer Cane defended. Oh, I thought that was the thing I walked into. The belts have been nuts. Belts have been nuts. Legs have like the 3D art that you see on legs. I dig that a lot. I don't like. There's a tweet that I put out here. When I'm done with this quest, I'll play with the transmog for a little bit. I'll probably run to the bathroom real quick first, but come on, Glimmer Canny. Let's do, let's be lazy. Go. A fishy. Startled Orlid. Can I do something? Nope. Come on, before my Ashen Hollow runs out. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, now my ding dong is up to you. Cool. Alright, number. Yay! Okay, so click the Eternal Water. Yay, I got the thing. Eternal Water? I could have gave you that from fucking Outland. Come on, buddy. Okay, where's my transmog mount? Dude, Menard, what? What's your deal, dude? No, I haven't watched it. Jesus. I'll be right back. Yeah, I can't just watch anime on stream. That's a privilege for famous YouTubers to I'm sorry, famous streamers for them to increase their revenue gain through both ads and publicity for getting banned. Watch party. All right, so transmog. All right, so the cool thing about this that I've noticed, so what I ended up doing, that fucks it up. What I ended up doing from, there's like a PvP vendor over in Oribos on the PTR. You can just buy a bunch of shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I just bought a bunch of it. And I noticed that, like, this is a paladin helmet. This is a Death Knight helmet, and I can switch to it, which is awesome. It at least tells me currently on the PTR, there is going to be a way that I'll be able to kind of have like cross-class transmog. So let's see. So like this is. I can definitely do all the paladin stuff. So let me do all the paladin stuff right now. I think that's it. Actually, it doesn't matter. Those don't matter. It's that thing. That's that thing. That thing. That thing, I think. Yeah, I think it's that one. Probably. Wait, really? I didn't notice this. Is that really the thing? Or are these Death Knights? Oh, I can't tell. Fuck. Because I know that there's a robe for paladins, and I think that's what it is. But who cares? I want to leave it like this. Oh, let me take this thing off too for now. Do I have a cloak? Now these have got to be these, unless I just didn't buy them. Fuck, now I'm like really curious. We're gonna find out. We're gonna go back to that vendor. Transmog plate with cloth and leather with mail. I'm sympathetic to that, but I don't mind that they don't. Yeah. I'd be a little tilted because I'm like, man, all this stuff that's dropped before, I gotta go find that stuff again. Shit, this sucks. That would sort of upset me. Not a big deal, but yeah, maybe it'd be a big deal. Yeah, paladins had robes, but here, let me see. So this vendor, okay, Wargreaves legs. Okay, so those are the legs that I got. You know what? Actually, let me go to the actual PvP vendor. Maybe it'll show up here. Okay, so nah, kind of the same thing. Shit. And I don't think I can see the sets. Yeah, I don't think the sets are in game either. Nope. Or at least that's not in game. This is though. All right, so let me just look at the pants. Belts, legs. Yeah, those are like, so like, those are definitely the warrior ones. Okay, now I just want to look it up. Fuck. Yeah, that's definitely the Death Knight one. Bummer. Okay. The thing is, though, like, it looks kind of seamless, too. Although I'm wearing funny shoulders. I don't want to wear those shoulders. I guess it's weird because they're like behind my character, which makes it kind of cooler. At first I thought that they were linked together, but since they're not, they look better. So if I have that, I don't know if all my transmog shows up here. So for the back art, if I use, come on, Kyrian stuff. Show me the wings. No wings. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I don't even have all my wings here. Oh, that clips though. That's not good. How about this? These, yeah, that doesn't quite work either. No. What about the circle thing? No, that clips too. Ah, shitty. Yeah, same thing with the maw stuff. Bummer. It's pretty neat though. Anyway, what I was trying to point out was that it seems pretty easy to mix and match stuff. So like if I use this and switch out, you know, if I use those pants and this right here, let's see, can I take this belt off? That's not bad. It's not great. But it has a sort of contrast to it that I think is sort of cool. Too dark, too light, doesn't fit. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. But yeah, this seems kind of neat. Yeah, I'll be curious about the other the other classes to see how it is that they bring their stuff together. But yeah, this is dope. Yeah, I'm a paladin. something for the light. To be like, right, sure you are, buddy. All right, I think I can sell. I want to try and get rid of some of this gear, but I want to save it for the video too. All right, let's at least. Yeah, I'll pick up a better weapon. Rings I can probably pick up. Oh, neck too. Yeah, so I'll pick up what do I want? Crit verse? All verse, right? Yeah, all verse. I'll take the haste. And then there are rings probably I can pick up. So I'll take a. Is there a mastery one? There's no mastery ring. What kind of monster are you? Come on, video game. Oh, there's a mastery. Yeah, there we go. All right. Anything else useful? I think there's nothing else that I should touch right now. I want to stick to like the crafted gear and stuff. Yeah. The warrior chest is like it was like probably my favorite thing out of all these, out of all the pieces here. What sucks though is that the warrior chest it shoots out so much. Oh, there's mad clipping there. Oh, all over it. What sucks about the warrior chest is that if I do my usual thing and take out the shoulders, then they feel really thin. They feel like way too thin. But I'll leave it like that anyway. Fuck it. Actually, no, that doesn't look bad. Or does it? Too bad my hair will... my old long hair look, that wouldn't work. Yeah, and this is mostly warrior stuff. Yeah, I say the people who were dissing on the transmog, they don't know how to transmog. Sorry guys. It has a future look to it. Like I'm fucking going into space. Alright, let's try to unlock these mounts already. So I know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, we're going that way. Yeah, I'll need to find out if there are any hidden quests that I just haven't seen yet. Because I've done the entire campaign. I've done all 7 chapters, so I did everything I could. But what else? What am I missing? And what is Mom saying? Nothing. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check around that area. One more pass. Yeah, or shucks, maybe this will have. Maybe there's like this is like part of like a really big quest line. Let's go, team! Yeah. Yeah, I feel cool. Oh yeah, look at that. All that just to walk across. All right, let me in. Whoop. Hello. Maybe you will let me craft things. Conductors activated. Is this place bigger than I think? Maybe. Oh, please tell me I can get this scythe. These look really cool. Alright, so no threatening text message from my mom. Not threatening, but to her everything's an emergency. She was straight up like, hey, do you want to come to Hawaii for like a weekend so you can, help me set up my DVR? It's just a true story. You want to come over so you can help me set up my DVR and set up my printer and help me buy a new computer? I'm like, bro, mom, I'm not gonna, for all that's going on with like COVID and everything and just the disruption of having to take a weekend trip to Hawaii just so I can do that stuff. No, mom, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, so you don't love me, she says. I'm like, man. Man. She's like, I'll pay your airfare. I'm like, that makes it way more tempting, but still, no, dude. Yeah, because it's from according to my mom, like COVID's not so bad in Hawaii because they're an island. It's kind of hard to, it's a little bit hard to spread it. But I'm like, yeah, dude, here in the Bay Area, it's not doing so hot. Like I went out yesterday to just get a haircut, run some really quick errands, and I left the house not late, like it was like 8-9 o'clock or so. And I did see a lot of people when I was just getting some coffee. I went down somewhere to pick up some coffee, whatever. But then as soon as I started running some of my other errands, there was like nobody on the streets. Nobody's out. I went and got a haircut, and I walk in. The people just like the haircut people, they're just sitting around like, hey, look, customers. So, my usual guy helps me out. Everyone else is just kind of like looking at their phones, doing taxes and shit. Seriously, doing taxes. One person was on speakerphone talking to the IRS and shit. I'm like, damn, okay. Oh, this is a different sort of chamber. This is kind of cool. Random IT person for best. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, mom, it'd be cheaper to send someone out. Oh, but what if, what if they get sick? Or what if they get me sick? I'm like, what if I get sick? Don't you love me? Is what I should have said. Be like, huh, mom, tables have turned, huh? Right? What's this? Proto-pair? Proto-pair. Proto-pair. All right. But yeah, it's getting kind of bad over here. My niece might be sick. Like I went down there to the house. I see my nephew there. I'm like, hey, what's up, nephew? Why are you not in school? And he's like, oh, they're doing distance learning for the whole week. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, dude. Last week when we came back from break, only half the school showed up for classes because hella people got sick. Like, damn, that's nuts. Alright, so now that I'm here... oh. Hello. I want to go there, man. This is a very low roof chamber. These Automa evolved. Evolved. The Constructor. What? Anything on professions? Like consumables. Health pots? Yes. Feasts? Sort of. Flasks? No, I don't believe so. Gear? Yes. Defeat the charged constructor. You got it. Are you guys gonna do it with me? Are we rolling together? Oh yeah, this is my posse. And where's my fourth man? Poke poke. Let's go. You're gonna go fucking little Chucky mode. Rah! I think because I've worked for a grocery store every week since COVID, I tend to be a bit less understanding of COVID fear. I try to be understanding, but to me, it's just like avoiding the flu or any of the other myriad of contagions. For me, it's my father-in-law is immunocompromised, and I don't want to take that risk. That's really it for me. And the things that I need to do to stay safe, they're hardly big asks. Stay inside. Yeah, that's hard. Avoid social events. Easy. It's an excuse. All right, so where's this poke something pair, right? I'm not seeing it. Is it this way? Nope. Oh, there it is. It's oh, Automa scrap. Yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I still haven't unlocked pets or crafting stuff. So I think I must have broken something, which is unfortunate. Because now it means I can't really test the mount crafting stuff. For me, it's just like I don't like being sick. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. So if that means I gotta be more careful, whatever. What really sucks is for the people who need to like get tested regularly. Ooh, that just sucks. What's wrong with being sick? Ha ha! Clever. Clever. All right. So something codex. Nope. Okay, so I don't think there are any quests that I haven't done. But now I just gotta look around. Love his flying animation. Pretty sure it's placeholder. I mean, he doesn't even walk. I think he only walks in combat, which is a weird time to do it. You know what I mean? You know, I'll go back to my base. There might be something there. See, these are all world quests. That is, what the fuck is that? A locust shift? What's that? Oh, that's the thing that lets me teleport. The thing that I don't need to do because I can fly. All right. Yeah, I'll check the base, and I'll check the quest hub. Maybe that'll have something that I'm missing. Because I want to make stuff. Oop. Okay, no quests here. What about this guy? Anything? 2 dailies. Not gonna do them though. Yeah, gain access to a protoform synthesis forge that allows you to instantiate large creatures. And here I can access a protoform synthesis forge to instantiate small creatures. What I'd love is if it just showed me on the minimap where these forges are supposed to be. Because there's no clear thing. You know, like a nice little icon there to indicate like where the thing is. Because otherwise, I'm not quite sure where to go. I thought it was here. I really thought it was, or this area in particular, but it's not. So, what gives, man? I think if Felplake was watching right now, he would very quickly point it out. I do get doing it for debugging, pointing out things or making guides, but how do you not get burned out from doing stuff on the Peter that you do again on live? I look at this professionally. That's it. So my last job was as a test lead, and I did black box testing, which is playing the game on its surface. You know, you don't look under the hood and look at the code and stuff like that. It's just black box testing. So I'm used to the idea of I'm playing the game for the purpose of regression, checking, running checks and things like that, and that's it. But then once it goes live, then I look at it from a totally different angle. That's really it. What's this do? Spotlights. I have no idea what this does. I'm glowing. Oh, and I'll pet the thing. Yes, pet the creature. Oh, wait, is that a cat? It's a cat. Fuck that. Boo. Boo, cats. Okay, that's the weekly that I don't need to do. The other thing, Lily, is that I only check out like certain things. I don't do raid tests. I don't do dungeon tests. I let that experience be like new for me and my guild, and we discover this shit together. But when it comes to things like this and understanding and all that, to me, more than anything, this is it's a chance for me to like go through all the motions of discovery and wonder and be like, oh, how's this work, and blah blah blah. And what adds to it is the spice of change, that things might evolve and be different. And I still get surprised even after it does go live, because there are a lot of times where I'll get information wrong or things will change at the last second. And it's a kind of a pleasant surprise, but overall it just remains fun. Things like this don't affect my ability to burn out and all that. And I just take things in moderation anyway. That's how I've lasted. That's part of why I think I've lasted so long playing this game. I don't play the shit out of it to 100% everything and race towards it. It's not because I do a better job at handling it. It's just that just happens to be the way that I play, and it's let me not feel like I'm wearing myself out. But I can't find this quest. I can't find anything else to do that'll get me access to crafting these thingamages. Okay, so let's do another visit. Let's do another visit to this spot. But world first? Yeah, world first. Sure. Okay, so this is the place that I'm at. I don't know what these plates do, but I can open this up, and this lets me make pets, but just pets. Okay, you know what? I will run a test though. I'll get onto an alt, and then I'll come right here, and I'll see if I have access to this forge. And if I do, great. I have a feeling I won't, and I'll be upset. For a point, I can't imagine myself reforming rares to get mounts and stuff from Peter. Yeah, that'd be a practice in torture, dude. I don't recommend that for anybody. So I'll make a kind of fresh person. I think I've played every single day since vanilla, but I don't hardcore anything. I've seen hardcore players who burn out so often. Yeah, and that's fine. You know, everyone's got their own play style. So this isn't me trying to knock on the way other people play at all. But it doesn't surprise me that, you know, as soon as a new season or whatever comes out, they burn, because they're competitive. But then once that's done, they stop until the next time when the new season comes. The bar is raised like a little bit higher, and I feel like that can definitely burn out a lot of people, or turn people off from wanting to try and commit to that sort of chase in the first place. Toy box. You know, so like I said, I raid log. I do some dungeons, but largely, you know, and I don't spend that much time, even as a streamer, I don't spend as much time in game as what some people like to think. Oh yeah, you're literally paid to play this game. You're on like 26 hours a day. Nah, man. A lot of my online time these days is getting footage. But you know, or farming for anima. To me, that's a big part of my end game. 28 hours. 28.6 hours. You know, and that's why I get fascinated when I see what am I doing again? Travel. Oh yeah, that's right, it's this one. That's why I get fascinated whenever I put myself in a situation where I play a different class or a different spec. I'll be like, dude, this is like a new game. But there's a fair question to ask for someone like me. How could you stand playing one character in one class this entire time? You know, variety is the spice of life and all that, and that's totally fair. I just, you know, it just doesn't scratch my itch. That's it. At the risk of getting stuck on comparisons, people would ask me, so in Final Fantasy, how come you don't do this, and this? And, you know, and you're saying things about the game, well, because I'm then not interested in it. Just like how in WoW, there's a lot of things in WoW that I'm not interested in because these reasons. So it's a bit unfair when I say it, and then people will be like, "Oh yeah, of course you wouldn't play it because it's so stupid and blah blah blah." But you know, you should do these things in 14, and you never tried it. How dare you diss on it? It's very very cringe. All right. So I did the skip. I am here. I got my pet thing. And now I'm going to go to that place where maybe I can access a thing. I think what I'll need to do is review the footage, look at the last quests that I had completed, and run some searches on Wowhead and try to find out what it is that I'm missing, why I'm missing it. Because that irks me. I'm not very fond of finding bugs that mess with my ability to test. Like, man. You know, I guess accessing the forge isn't a big deal, now that I think about it. I only really need one character to access it, right? Yeah, so he can't access the forge. But is that really so bad? All right, here's a real question. Can I at least farm for the materials? I'm gonna kill some shit. And see if I get resources. See, I got plenty of backspace on this one. Looks great. Looks fantastic. All right, so show me some mobs. Here we go. Mobs. Mobs, mobs, mobs. Moment of truth. Okay, so I got some proto flesh. Good. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. That's not the thing I want. Fuck. Maybe I'll do a really quickie video. Like the things that I got problems with in 9.2 so far. But I need to kill more shit. Here we go. Gimme, 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 gimme. More. More. So what I'm looking for is, do protoform synthesis materials drop when I don't have it unlocked yet? Four quests, 2 treasure chests, and I got 3 emissaries, weekly world boss. Nice. Very nice. Alright, moment of truth again. Ooh, this is good. Alright, let's try another pack of... Actually, let's try this. Let's try the same pack with the other character. It'll be nice and clickbaity. The biggest problems of 9.2, with like a little text thing that says "so far." Ha 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 ha. That'll suck him in. It'll get a lot of people with the whole, it's just the PTR. You're right. It is just the PTR. But these are my comments based on what I'm seeing so far. Bitch. Bitch. Okay, so let's go to that same area. Look, I'm super glowing, like I'm so important. Look at that. Now, I do wonder too, like, is there a certain flag that would let, you know, these materials drop? I don't know. Okay, so it was like around here. Devourers, here we go. Hello, Devourers! Wait, I think that's a rare. Oh, it's an elite. I don't want to fight it. I want to fight lesser enemies. Alright. This is good enough. Oh, he came anyway. He's like, no! Oh, wait, he's not aggressive. He's friendly. Yay. Alright. What do I get? Look at that, Genesis modes. Fuck. I'm gonna test this a little bit more because I want to really make sure. I don't want to feel like an idiot and be like, oh, it just happened to not drop from me, but it is dropping. I'll be pissed. Okay, so I got another 5 modes from there. All right, switching again. It's only happened a couple times, but what I really love are when it's Kyrian. When it's a Kyrian Yahtzee. All Kyrian Covenant Callings. Oh, those are the best. Because Kyrian quests are so damn easy. Like, if you needed to just complete world quests with a trainee or just complete through world quests, like, as long as you have some of your Sanctum unlocked, one of the quests is just click these 3 things and that's it. Or avoid, watch the ground and pick up a treasure chest sort of thing. Like, you can complete them so fast. So fucking fast. And maybe it's because my experience has mostly been under the view of the Kyrian. But it's just so shit. And I crashed. Cool. I think the game is on to me. They're like, we're not gonna let you complete those tests. Not fucking allowed. Alright, let's try this again. Boop. Like the one where you're training with this weapon. Yeah, like pretty much non-combat stuff. You're just chilling and doing your thing. Now, granted, like, I love being in combat too. I love smashing things. But sometimes it's just like, yeah, just give me a thing where I press a couple buttons and get all the credit. What other like piss easy ones are there? Like the Venthyr one, when you're just jumping across that chasm with the balls, and damn, my character broke. Okay, I'll just make another character then. Because, yeah. Come on. Yeah, that was the new character. So, I don't really care about that one. I'll just make another thing. You bought the final item needed for the Kyrian Renowned Quartermaster? Nice. Now here's the rub. Did you change the filter to, like, everything? Because I made that mistake. I thought I was cool and then I wasn't. Alright, so let's do this again. I just want to disable things for that guy. Just the whole you'll go check. I mean, I think you should be okay if you're doing a priest, because for paladins it's like, okay, you choose holy, and then now you can see offhands, or if you choose ret, now you can see two-handers. So I forget what class it was that you played, but those are the things to, you know, kind of keep out for. Wait, I thought I disabled all these, motherfucker. Oh no, don't log out. Pally? Yeah, you'll have to change your spec. Just to double check. Just to double check. Or if you filter it to all, that's when you'll see offhands. Because for paladins, you're only going to see shields. You won't see offhand items. Which is kind of dumb, but yeah. Whatever. Well, all the add-ons are on. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's... what did I do before? I made a... Hearthstone. Alright, so we're going to do this again. And not break. Okay. All right. Anything else? Nah, nothing on Twitter. So you did finish. Nice. Very cool, dude. Congrats. Alright, off to Zereth Mortis. Again. Hopefully this time I won't crash. I think I know where there are some nearby creatures as soon as I fly out of there. Which is like here. Boom. So the objective is to just see Genesis motes or whatever materials. Not there. I just want like a big pack, dude. Come on. One good pack. I think those count. Oh, here we go. Yeah. What else? Alright. This should be good. Nope. Yeah, this isn't looking good. So, the critique that I'm developing, or that I'm researching right now, is that you need to unlock the protoform synthesis thing in order to even get materials. So this doesn't make sense to me. Oh, thank you, Thundrine. Yay! Thanks for the prime sub, dude. So this doesn't make sense to me because it's like, cool, flying is account wide, what to do. And the materials that you get from protoform synthesis are either tradable or they're account wide. But what's the point of it being account wide? Why? What's the point of it being account wide if in order to unlock the ability for these things to drop, you have to do a lot of research to get to this? Yeah. So if I want to put something like this out, I'm going to have to put it out today. Like, quick. As in, maybe I should shoot something now, but I don't think I will. I think there might be other things that I want to gripe about. Yeah, protoform synthesis, material unlocks are not account wide. The research thing is wonky. I've talked about that plenty of times already. What else is there? What else can I bitch about? What else can I bitch about? Or maybe there's like a trigger. I don't know. I guess I should do like some light research on this. It's like here's Poke person. Oh, those ribbons are wild. It's a monk, right? No, it's a rogue. Okay. All right, it's a monk set, but the rogue is just wearing it because he's dope. Oh, wait, I have him out. Oh, let me put it on my bar. Yeah, is there maybe there's like a trigger that lets me do it? Do they ever want to know about things that I do like or only issues? Well, I don't think positive feedback during tests yields results. Or, during the dev process yields results. I guess it depends on what the developer is asking for. If I'm being asked for something, I guess that would be the thing. If they want me to give feedback on a specific thing, then I will. But if I'm left to my own devices, then I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to be choosy on what I want to talk about. I could go on and say, "Oh, the zone looks great. I love the aesthetics. I love the colors and the brightness and yada yada yada." I love the mob design of these things. These guys just look fucking gnarly as hell. I like that there are a lot more side quests to give context to the. And I can go on about that, sure. But what's the team gonna do about that before launch, right? I'd rather give critical feedback about things that I know that I would be bothered with at launch, and I have a pretty good feeling that other people are going to be pissed off about it too. It's funny, like people keep saying that you're such a positive WoW YouTuber. I have constant critiques about the game, constant. There's always there's no end to it. But it's the difference between me having critical things to say and me just shitting on the devs. Something they need to replace Ian, that's all his fault, blah blah. That's gutter. That's gutter level feedback. That's not where I dwell. I just like to, here's what I like, here's what I don't like, yada yada yada. 18-hour. Yeah, exactly. Something. Respect my time, please. If the game wants to respect my time, the game would tell me, hey, you know what? You should just get a real job and go back to school. That's respecting my time, right? But we like Ian. Well, maybe Ian should do better. Think about that. Maybe he should. Oh God, what is it? Maybe if he wasn't such a lawyer, then he would actually care about his game, and all we get is whatever, dude. If you know, it sucks because people say stuff like that, but what's actually, but what I feel is actually happening is that the vitriol and just the bashing has become so rampant that when they hear developers talk and they really walk on eggshells, players get pissed off about that too. But it's because developers are like afraid of their players at this point. It sucks. It shit hella sucks. Maybe he should do mythic raid fixes before his guild gets yeah, I remember hearing about that one too. People will take like the smallest thread and turn it into something to forward their own narrative. Okay, so let me type this out. I would like to shoot something quick today. 9.2 biggest issues. Ian still runs the game. No, farm click wait really sucks. Farm click dash wait sucks. Personally, I'm not bothered by the time it takes to fly, because it doesn't do anything anyway. It's mostly account-wide stuff. What's the point of account-wide resources when... Actually, no, that's not a line. The line is resources don't drop until you unlock protoform synthesis. So what's the point of account-wide resources, buddy? Small. This is a small one, but Poco Energy feels very mobile, game-like. So our dude has this energy. He has one energy. Sheesh. He has energy that slowly goes up over time, and this energy is used to open up chests, so instantly solve puzzles, and some other shit. You can upgrade it and all that. Like, that's cool. But I'm sure that people will have big gripes against it because OMG time gating, OMG mobile game. When personally, I don't think it's a huge deal because I don't mind this as opposed to having chests that only spawn once a day and then you're done. Which I guess is kind of a cool thing, which is kind of okay too. It's like, okay, here are my chests for the day, and then I'm done, and then that's it. But this also kind of loosens like the idea of daily caps and things like that. But I don't know. Is it possible though that the resources there are like Anima now, hence the account-wide trading from mains to alts? Yeah, the thing is though, you just don't get the resources. And why am I? I guess the big thing, Draken, is what's the point of trading resources when you only need to farm these things up once? Because what we're trying to make here are pets and mounts. That's it. Pets and mounts already count Y. So once you make them, you make them. So only one character really is needed in order to unlock these pets and mounts. So why do I need to unlock protoform synthesis? Or why should I be able to unlock protoform synthesis on my alts? That's like a lot of extra work just to get those characters to be able to farm for stuff. To be fair, all the changes in Castle Nathri did. Yeah. I'm not gonna fight the facts. The conclusions are what I disagree on. Maybe like Guild Wars 2, the developers should have some special guild tag when they are in game for players to see. No way, dude. That's the worst. That would be terrible. That would be like asking for constant abuse, constant questions from players. No way. But yeah. Oh, server shot. Oh shit. Well, okay. There goes that plan. They must have heard me. Oh, Soul's gonna talk shit. You know what? Just shut it down. Just do it now. Fuck it. Great. That kind of fucks with my... Yeah, that fucks with work. I'd love to be that self-centered, to be like, oh, it's because of me. It's because they don't want me to talk more shit. Well, you know, I'm still gonna prep this. So as of right, so if I put this out before Realms come back, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's a bit desperate. However, the moment I do, the moment that this build does come up, I will put this shit out hella quick. If anything, this lets me put out more credible videos based on the most current build as of today, right? That way I don't have to put out a second corrections video, which I guess I wouldn't mind either. But I'm gonna prep this. I'm gonna stage this shit and I'm gonna launch this bitch so fast your head will spin. Yeah, we'll see what's testable. I'd love, you know, we would love to see Cosmic Flux, making stuff. I guess the stuff with making things into tier, that's not like a huge deal at the moment. It's like how they make video predictions and usually announcements come out within hours to the video. That, yeah, something like that. I don't like doing that though. Like, I wouldn't want to do that in this case. I really wanted to. Ugh. But yeah, I have a feeling that the Poco energy is still going to be around. That's still going to be a thing. What else can I bitch about? Legit bitching about. Yeah, I don't mind the skips. Don't mind the unlocks. Yeah, it just sucks that the console. I really feel like the console should be pretty much account wide. Like, I don't see a big deal with making some of this stuff. Like, yeah, just whatever, just let it happen. I guess the small problem would be like, it really only takes it doesn't take very long to unlock everything anyway. But I guess just having to go through the motions of refarming and even worse, re-waiting sucks. Like, there's that damn what's the point of the increased cipher thing? Actually, that's a second line. It sucks. What's the point of the increased cipher thing when there's no decreased wait time for alts. Yeah, so I feel like that, like the account-wide stuff is really going to spoil. Yeah, I think that's the word. I feel like it's going to spoil a lot of this patch if left intact. But will it still be there? Here, let me do a quick tweet. As soon as I said on stream I was going to do a worst things about 9.2 so far. There we go. And we're done. Have I found out where the new socket item and conduit upgrade item comes from? No, we haven't seen the conduit upgrade things. As far as we saw, we only saw that there would be like one upgrade level. Because if you think about it, I said this a while back. I said that with 9.1, they introduced a lot of upgrade levels. Like they brought it up to like 233 or something like that. No, 226. But in 9.1, they went crazy with it. Not only did they change the upgrade levels from 226 to 252, so that is 2 upgrade levels per conduit. They also added another 3 levels with empowered conduits, and you only needed to up your renown for that. That wasn't a big deal. But there were effectively 5 upgrade levels per conduit introduced in 9.1. I think from what Morgan Day said, he said that he wasn't that they would only add 1 more level to that, because right now I think if you deconstruct empowered conduits, that it makes the current conduit levels not 252, it's more like 289 or something like that, or higher. Let's see, 252, 265, 278, 291, something like that. Yeah, right now conduit levels are at 291. If I got my math right. And so if they bring it up any higher, then that means conduits are going to be the highest itemable thing that we have, which doesn't seem like a lot, which doesn't seem like much. And that's by deconstructing empowered conduits, but still, it doesn't sound like they're going to make it like that much higher. As for Cypher gear, we don't know. We don't know that. The gem, the socket upgrade, we don't know that either. I have a feeling that one source is going to be Torghast again. Adamant Vaults, layer 16. You get a chance for it to drop there. As for other sources, though, I don't know. But I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal either. I'm not. Yeah, because there aren't any new gems coming out. We're getting new gear, but without new gems, the value of those gems is going down by like that much. So by principle, I get the concern about that. But even if they just didn't do sockets at all, who cares? It's not a big deal. It's small potatoes. Same thing with enchants. If there's no new enchants, not a huge thing. It's, there's value to it, but I don't think it's anything to sweat over. All right. Anything on here? Nope. All right. No. Okay, nothing else. Cool. Now I feel empty. Oh, you know what I can do? I can look at my vault. Haha. Where's my thing? Where's my video game? Where's my video game starter upper? Look at the vault. Check for more Korthia cosmetic quests. You know, the important shit in life. Was there a new build sniffed? Usually Dan says something. But I think Dan's off today. And it's Dan who usually I don't do this, but let me double check WoW tools. Let's see, monitor. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how to read this shit. It's like I see here today there's a thing for test versions, but I don't know what this means really. I think that's just gonna show me code. Yeah, that doesn't show me anything relevant. Let's see, monitor builds. Nope, nothing new there. What's lab? Hotfix differences? Nah. Yeah, that's a Dan thing. It's not a soul thing. Sorry. I don't know how to do this shit. Alright. Come on, video game. Do it. There we go. Yay. Yeah, I think I saw a thing that where it's his anniversary. Yay to him. Anniversary of what? Anniversary of first date with his girl? Is it a relationship thing? Is it his? I don't know. I can't. Yeah. Whatever. All right, first things first. Let's go random. All right. Where will the world take us today? Boop. Oh, yeah. Oh, fire. Excellent. Oh, he's even using the world defiler thing because that 3D texture is like shooting on top of the tab. Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. All right. Oh wait, it didn't change. How odd. Oh well. Just a bug. No worries. All right. Vault. Yeah, I did get mog blocked. I wonder why that was the case. Am I broke? It's because I ran out of money? No, not that. Still okay. All right. I have almost all the gear in the raid, so I don't know what to expect these days. A neck. A polearm. Nice. Yeah, I've moved on to like ret gear. Is it cool looking though? Oh, it's so gold. Okay, I like that. Yeah, winner. That is very gold. One of my guildmates gave me their Jathis the other day too. I was like, hey, sweet. Okay. And then it was quickly followed by, ooh, this is big. This is really big. So here's like the lance. Oh yeah, that looks cool, but it's not Jathis cool. Oh, baby. Sexy. Especially with this Mog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, I kind of have this Teldrassil look, right? Because I got wood and then up top is fire. No? Guess that didn't really take off, huh? Hashtag too soon. That was the random Mog. You know what? Let's try to pull this off correct. All right. So we want a proper Teldrassil look. Okay. So the bottom has got to be wood, right? But then the top is fire. Okay, come on, fire. That's lightning. That's not as cool. And maybe this one. But then that doesn't quite fit. No. So let's try to find another. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, this one is. Yeah, that's good. Can I get back art? Or does it clip? Okay, do I have any? Can I get fire on the back? I don't know if that's a thing. No, I don't think those work. Yeah, that's not gonna do. I don't think. No, I don't think anything. Oh, that one? Nah, not necessary. And do I need to have a weapon and shield going? I don't think it's necessary. I think I'll take it off. What about the chest though? Does a different chests warrant anything? I don't think so. I don't think. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's kind of neat. Clipping is a bit intense, but oh well. Anyway. Nope. No, I think good old wood is where it's at. All right, Kraz. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Here we go. All right, so what should I call this? I mean, should we call it? It would feel a bit too on the nose to. I'd call this one the Teldrassil. Nah, that doesn't sound right. But it's very accurate. It's very on the nose. You know, it's very like in your face. Oh, I'm missing the belt. Wait, I need the belt. Belt. Gotta have that penis cover. There we go. Although that color doesn't look right either. I know I don't have enough to like buy a new thing, but let's see, where is it? Wood sets. Do these look any different? Nope. And no. Oh, that looks cool though. Okay. Burning wood. Also very literal. Works. Where's my thing? Stumped. I mean, I feel like this will be like a Halloween costume for next Hallow's End. What are you dressed as, Teldrassil? You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Let's see. For Hollow's End, I call it I call it the Teldrassil. Hashtag still too soon. Hashtag Warcraft. Yeah. What? There's a thing? There's a apostrophe to it? No. Yeah, there's no thing to it. Oh, you're talking about Teldrassil. Okay. Sorry. I know I got a ton of shit for that one. When I said Teldrassil numerous times. Send. All right. Let the flames begin. Get it? Flames? So, yeah. I did have to check that out. I'm like, really? It was Teldrassil or Teldrassil or some shit? All right. So I think that about does it for today. We got to explore a little bit of the PTR. Actually, not really. I tried to explore things and kind of got cock blocked there. Just kind of a bummer. Sylvanas was right to do it. Someone was going to do it. Might as well have been her. She was right to do it because she is so fine. Oh, Sylvie, she's so fine. She's so fine. She blow my mind. Sylvanas. Yeah. Sylvanas. Yeah. Should have called it unspecified burning tree. Nah. Might as well rile people up. Otherwise, where's the fun? See, 2 people liked it already. Win. That's going to be it for me today. I'm going to stage a number of videos for a possible quick release either today or tomorrow, depending on how long it takes me to get that shit out. But I want to thank everyone for joining me for some, as usual, fun conversations. I totally forgot. I had some trouble with uploading the Thursday. The Thursday stream, but I'm gonna have that out shortly, I hope, and then I'll just have more days of stream stuff to put out, so that should be fine. And yes, maybe I'll watch anime. For now though, off I go. You guys have a great rest of the day or evening, whatever it is over there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then though, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.